this style, you can give us a little bit less of a bounce, of a rebound, and just make it generally a little bit more smooth and flowing. Yeah, that's better already. But you don't have to go quite so high. Boom, because each one now is getting a little bit more of a pulse in it. Really. Just play the first couple of bars.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
It just conveys what you're trying to, what you want the music to be. Good.
Okay.
Dee da, dee da, dee da, dee. Just barely need anything. Just a little dip of the baton to indicate your pitches. Take it from the top again. Make it when you're doing these odd meter bars. Make it real obvious what you're doing. So in the first five. You're basically in a 4 pattern for 5, right? You just want to add a beat, and which side you add the beat to depends on how the music is phrased. So and what's written. So in the first one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 3 beats to the left. So you're adding a beat to where you would normally have just beat 2. So you're going to beat 2 and 3 over here, and then go back over. And in the second bar of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're doing an extra beat over here in the 3 region. Okay? Yeah, just make that real obvious. Uno más, por favor. So here's a rehearsal performance question. There's a little deal in the next to last bar that's gonna maybe present some problems, especially for a younger group, which is what? Yeah, the 2 against 3 thing. So what are you gonna want to get them to do? Well, let me put it this way. Anybody have a suggestion as to how you might practice that with the group to give them a little more confidence in doing that? What I would suggest is having them play it several times over and over again as you conduct in 2. So you can sing it for them, dee da da, dee da da, dee da da, while you're conducting, da dee da da, dee da da, dee da da, and then have them play. So in this case, and what tended to happen, even for us this time? Well, yeah, it was a little bit behind. So you'll want to encourage them to push that figure ahead. Dee da da da. And one way to do that is to make sure that everybody is pointing towards the next downbeat. Dee da da da. And they're going to be with you right on the downbeat. last bar, put in the last two bars, after you haven't just explained like I just did. So you're gonna get them to
I said
push
exactly
through
what
that,
he said,
push through that triplet, what I said, yeah.
Triplets, good triplets. What he said.
Everybody got downbeat at the same time, that's a pretty good indication, and you'll be listening for that, to make sure that the triplets are nice and even. But it's something to consider, and it's something that probably should have gotten marked in your score as something to pay attention to as you're rehearsing. Yeah, good. You're next. Don't be afraid to be real demonstrative when you're indicating those odd divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be as indicative of where the beat is when you're doing those as you are when you're doing your 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't need to be any smaller. They need to be the same size as your 4/4 pad. And then your cutoff should be right in time, just for argument's sake. That's how you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like on the next one. Can you just do it from on there? I prefer you just conduct through it, and then we'll do a cutoff.
Should the cutoff?
So go ahead and have a seat.
Should the cutoff go this direction?
Which way is your hand moving?
4.
Well, generally, it works best to continue your motion up into the cutoff. So 1, 2, 3, moving to your left. So now you want to go up and do it clockwise. If you're going the other way, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and you can go the other way.
Okay.
Take a look at, and this is something, and this is a detail thing. And I know we're struggling just a little bit with the meter now and working on the dynamics. But it's important to take note before you even start doing this of the phrasing too. So just tell me about the phrasing. Anybody? Basically, where are you going to want to have? Where are you going to want to breathe for the group and start their phrase over again?
At the end of 2 bars.
Yep. At the end of 2 bars, it's rather obvious, isn't it? What about the next phrase? Off.
3.
Pardon? 3 what?
3 bars.
Yeah, so that's a 3-bar phrase. So what's not happening right now is starting in bar 3, dee da dee da 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 dee da ba dee da ba da ba dee da, and there's the next breath. So you want to make sure that the phrase is actually crescendoing into bar 5. Keep it going, ba-dee, da, da, da. So, and that's the way to do it. Is to not slow down. Is to make sure you're not doing any slowdown. Don't give them a breath there, and keep the intensity through that second bar of 5/4. Okay, and then you do breathe after bar 5. So let's go on. Again, it's a detail thing, I know, but it's something to be aware of and to incorporate as you can.
Nice.
Make sure your hands are level.
Nice big breath at the beginning.
if you increase the size of your pattern, it'll help get you through that bar of 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're looking up at us when you start. You had your hands up and you were all ready, and then when you did your prep, you were looking down. Okay. Relax, Ellen. So on your 3-2 bar, 1, 2, 3. So to your right for 2.
Is it?
1, especially a 3 pattern, it's subdivided 3. So 1 to the middle, 2 to the right, and then 3 back towards the middle.
Oh, so it's not 1, 2, 3, 1.
No,
Oh.
no. You don't want to go to your left too far. Just basically 3. So basically 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1 and 2 and 3. Start it one more time. Just show me your prep there. Your baton is real low, and you don't need to, and it's kind of hard for us to tell where the beat is. So. Yeah. Look, do it and watch yourself. Watch yourself. You hear
Because it's
where
going
your
like
baton goes down? It doesn't need to do that.
So I should just go like.
You just need to give a little flick and go to the side. It's hardly anything. If I did it in slow motion, you might be able to. There's a little, but this is just too much. Try it without even lowering your baton at all. Do it with your wrist. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, just smooth it out a little bit. Even if you think of it as a slight dip with your arm and wrist. Yeah, that was better. And this one, you really don't need to dip the baton because it's so smooth and legato. I mean, basically, you're just trying to keep things right here. So you just don't need to do too much with your dipping of your baton. So keep your wrist just slight motions, just nice and smooth. Just do the first couple bars real quick. It was way smaller, much better. But I think you want to make it even smaller yet, and so that it's smoother. It's an indication of what's to come. Right? think you can, because generally your pattern is low, and I think you're thinking getting your baton up by holding your wrist like this. Instead, just bring your just bend your arm a little bit more, and bring your hand up, and then keep this straight, so that you're not cocking it.
Like this?
Yeah, that still would. I mean, I don't want you to lose the relaxation, which you do have, except for the hand. So let's see. Yeah, that's better.
All right.
That is better. Just conduct the first couple of bars again. Make sure that you're always going out far enough on 3.
Okay.
3 tends to not go out as far as 2.
All right.
This doesn't look relaxed, and
Yeah.
I think it's generally because of your pattern down here a little bit. It may have been one of my comments on the quiz.
It was actually one of your comments. I'll try and get better at that.
Yeah, good. That looked very nice.
Thank you.
This is so pretty. I like it. Start once more. Bring your hand back in towards your body a little bit. I think you're a little bit too much out here generally, and don't mirror with your left hand. Just use your left hand for expression.
Okay.
Stuff, and start once more from the top.
Okay.
Is this a good tempo for you?
No, it was a little slower than I expected. Okay.
Why do you think it ended up being?
My prep took too long.
Yeah. So immediately your prep was slow, and you wanted it to be faster, but
Yeah.
no big deal. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one's 3 to the left and 2 to the right, right? So
Right.
basically it's 1, 2, 3, go on over. So 1, stop here. Here's 2, stop there. 3, now back over and then back in.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
So-
just make sure you get over to 3.
And it changes at the second 5, so it's just,
And the second 5 is 2 to the left and 3 to the right,
oh, all right.
so to speak.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
2, 4. Basically, yeah.
Okay. One more time.
I don't know why you're prepping so much slower than I know you want to go. If you're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So think that tempo in your head, and then pick yourself up as you come to a 3. You know, if you have to count 2, that's fine. 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not going a little faster, but you get the idea.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't give us a prep on 3. You gave us a tiny little 3 and then a 4.
That's probably why it's going so slow.
Pardon me?
It's probably why it's going so slow, because I'm
Yeah, I think
taking
so.
too long on 3. Okay.
Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. make your three go out just a little bit more. It's, right now, it looks a little bit like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Okay, so keeping the
you gotta
sides
make it
symmetrical.
Yeah, it should be symmetrical. 1, 2, so be, 1, 2. Get ready to play, everybody. A little bit more out. Keep going, keep going. 2, 3, 4. Out just a little bit more on 3. Okay, come in on this next bar on 3. 1, 2, 3. Use that thinking for your prep because just start from scratch and do the prep on 3 and we'll
So it's the prep that needs to be out
It's the
further?
prep that is a little bit short and not as clear as it was just then when you're reading your pad.
Okay.
So show me the prep. Here we go, everyone. There you go. That's good. You'll see on the video how much different that was than what you did. Make sure if you got your left hand up, that if you're going to have it up, go ahead and use it for your prep too. Otherwise, if the one hand's still and the other one moves, I'm thinking, I was watching the left hand and it didn't move. But just have a look at the video. The rest of the pad, it looks very nice. It looks very nice. Good job. And nice use of the left hand for your dynamic. Good. Okay. We may have time to do this Stravinsky. Real nice. Hands look really great. I think you can still lower your pattern. It's still just a little bit high. Just start. Show me your starting position again. Let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Start it one more time. The other thing is, if everybody's coming in, you probably don't want to be turned to one side.
Oh, I was getting them for the.
I know you're getting them to pick up,
Okay.
but in the meantime, they basically got your back when they come in.
Okay.
So
So
it's enough. It's
really-
enough
okay.
to get their attention, and you can look at it. You can turn your head, but make sure that you're not faced away from the
Okay.
people who are coming in.
Let me try it again.
Yeah, do it once more.
Okay.
Just watch the ear.
Yeah.
Just don't really get up over your head.
Okay.
You're going to get the intensity you need if you're in here and you don't. I know you feel like you need to do it for emphasis, but it doesn't need to go up quite so high. So in general, just have a look at the video, and I think you'll find you'll be it'll look nicer and look more relaxed, and you get what you need. If it's a little bit lower generally. Your hands look great. Nice job with the left hand.
Cool. Thanks.
Good. Let's look at the Stravinsky real quick. And we'll try to get everybody through this.